What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we're going to go over my final thoughts, my hopes, my expectations, all that stuff on the PlayStation Showcase. I love doing this really quickly, and we're just going to jump right in. And I've said this before, but I am going to be co-streaming the show later today. If you guys want to come watch it with me, it starts at, I believe, 1 p.m. Pacific time or 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm probably going to start the live stream 30, 40, 45 minutes before the show starts, so we can kind of just sit down, hang out, talk, and then we'll watch the show together, and we'll go from there. So again, if you guys want to watch it, come back to the channel. Obviously, make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff, and we'll go from there. In terms of, my final thoughts for this, now I'm recording this on Tuesday, just so we're all kind of aware of where we stand, right? I don't know if something happened, Wednesday morning, Wednesday during the day, but look, I think this show's going to be gigantic. And I kind of want to say like what I always say for these shows. Obviously, there's a little like asterisk with this because it's kind of like a bigger level. You know what I mean? Where I talked about Summer Game Fest, I talked about Gamescom, and I get really excited for these shows. And I know they let people down. I do know that, right? Because people expect this or that, and then when those things, very specific things, aren't there, they feel, let down. When in reality, at least in my opinion, there's a lot to be gained from, Gamescom. I thought was, besides the last 30 minutes, I thought was actually an incredible show that showed a lot of different games that actually mainly all worked on me, but different games for different people. So, I always like to say that, I get it if you're going into a show just looking for one thing, and then if that one thing isn't there, you're mad. I understand that. I don't think that's necessarily fair to the show, to be honest with you. But that's okay. We can have difference of opinions. And again, though, I say all that with a little, star next to it because this show is like, it's elevated. We're not talking Gamescom. We're not talking Summer Game Fest. I would argue we're talking like Xbox E3 level, which again, if you want to start console wars, go ahead. I don't like it, but Xbox's E3, Xbox Bethesda's E3 was literally just like 30 games back to back to back. And again, you're not going to like all of them, but they just non-stop, just content, which is good for somebody like me. I love games of all different kind of branches, right? But Sony's show, I think, is going to be, do I think they're going to do 30 games in a 40-minute segment? No, but it's going to be some big guns, right? There's people kind of saying they're safe bets, what they kind of expect. I mean, God of War, right? The trailer for that. I don't know if we, and I keep saying this, and I actually do mean it. I don't know if we need to see Horizon. I don't want to say like it'd be a waste if we did, because that's kind of mean. And Horizon, I actually, like, it is one of my most anticipated games, period, like going forward. I am actually a big fan, but it's weird because like I don't even care if we see it. I don't want to see Deathloop. I know a lot of people have said that. I don't think that's necessary, even though it comes out on Tuesday. And that's kind of why. It's like we've seen Deathloop every single show known to man. We don't need to see it again. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. If you're not, you're not. I would even go so far to say Kena, while I love it, and it's a second one purchase for me, I don't know if I need to see a trailer for Kena Bridges, like a final trailer or a launch trailer for the game. I don't really think so. I want to see Last of Us Factions. I think that makes a lot of sense to show. God of War's trailer, again, makes a lot of sense to show. I think like GTA 5 Enhanced Edition, I think that would be there. I don't think the remastered stuff for GTA would be there. Alan Wake, right? Alan Wake remastered. Even when I'm recording this, it was announced, so I think it's now they didn't give a release date, even though we kind of know the release date from the ESRB rating, or for I guess the listing, whatever it was in Taiwan. So I think we would get the trailer at Sony's show, and then it would end with October 5th, 6th, whatever the date's gonna be. So that's gonna be really cool. Again, I mean, I'm keeping, like, I do have specifics. Like, of course, I want Sly, and we've talked about that, right? I want Sly. I would love like an Infamous remaster, Hogwarts, obviously, stuff like that. Like, there are things I do want, but I would say, I mean, keeping the expectations kind of open, right? Maybe, cheesy or cliche to say, but that's kind of what I like to do. I mean, they did I just keep thinking, like, that's what I've been doing over the past couple days when I think about this PlayStation Showcase. I just think back to last June and last September. You know what I mean? we really didn't know what to expect from them. You know what I mean? They didn't go to E3 for multiple years. They would do like state of plays, kind of started as bigger things or like collections and stuff. Then they did for like almost a good year. They were just like a 10-minute showcase of one specific game. So like the idea of what a state of play has changed throughout the years. So when they did like this PS5 showcase, whatever they called it, I think that was what the June one was called, right? We didn't really know. I mean, it was just show the console and show many games that give you reasons to buy the console. That was pretty much the idea. And then really, same thing in September. That's kind of where I'm at now. I mean, obviously you don't have a console to show, but it's like, show us reasons to get excited for PlayStation. That should be, in my opinion, that should be the entire point of any of these shows. And even like Gamescom Summer Game, I mean, that is actually what Jeff Keighley's kind of goal always is, right? Is get excited for games. Game Awards, celebrate the year we've had in games, right? It's a celebration. It's a look back. It's be happy we have video games. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. I like that idea. No, I don't advise, and I've never done like bowing to gaming developers, kissing their feet, all that stuff. You guys may know this by now. I'm not part of that. I never will be. But, I'm saying like the general idea of PlayStation needs to just get us excited for PlayStation stuff. That's it. If they think showing a Horizon trailer is going to do that, fine. Go ahead and show it. I mean, the thing is we already have the trailer. We already have gameplay. I'm not saying we'll never see it. We need to see it again before the game comes out. But I don't know if you need to use up 3, 4, 5 minutes of a 40-minute show. You know what I mean? Same thing with like a Sifu. Like, I love Sifu. I'm going to buy it day one. I know I am. It looks amazing. We've seen trailer after I mean, we get it. We understand what the game is. I don't need to see it again at this show. I'm really hopeful, again, that we get kind of my big things of like Sly. If we can leave here with Sly today, you'll see tears. You'll see happiness coming from a human being. That's what you'll see from me. So, I mean, honestly, that would be enough for me. But I'm just expecting, I guess in terms of specifics, 40 minutes. I'd say that's probably good for like 10 things. 10, maybe 12. Because you got to think, right? I mean, you divide. That's like 4 minutes a thing if it's 10. That's, I mean, 4 minutes is actually very long for a trailer. So if we're just talking like a simple trailer for every single game that they show, 4 minutes, it would actually kind of be over. I think some games would come in at like 2 or 3 minutes. So again, there's kind of a range, maybe like 8 to 12 things, which is, it's a lot. It does, trickle away, over time, right? They show GTA 5 enhanced, and it's like, okay, that's one. Now you have 7 to 11. You know what I mean? So it goes down very, very quickly. It's, I guess, the anti-good of the show. But I'm very pumped for it. Again, my expectations are kind of wide open. There's really nothing besides God of War's trailer. Okay, there's really nothing I'd love Sly, I'd love Hogwarts. Those are probably like my next two. But if we don't get them, am I going to be sad? Probably, but I'm not going to I guess I understand it, right? Those are not things that I 100% am like stamping down that like I'm expecting it. God of War's trailer is really maybe even, I guess, GTA 5. Alan Wake would maybe be a thing that you absolutely expect to be there now. So things like that are kind of what we know, and then the rest we kind of just fill in. So let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments below. Make sure, again, if you haven't already, you guys are subscribed, join the community, hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow me over on Twitter, I'll be posting the live stream link there as well. I have a second channel. I'll be covering the PlayStation Showcase the next couple of days there. We also have Patreon and YouTube memberships if you guys want to support us there. All the links for all of those things are in the description below, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully I see you guys back here in just a few hours, honestly, and we'll see you guys there.